Welcome. Okay. Welcome to the Real Do It podcast. I don't know what I was about to say. We have some really great topics for you guys today. Another day, another podcast. Yeah. So I'm TR Spells, and I'm gonna let my co-host today, my guests, introduce themselves.
I'm Devin.
And I'm Matthew.
So, like I said, we have some really great topics for you all today. So, I guess we're gonna start with who wants to go first?
I'll let you go first.
Okay, sure. So I want to be talking about the new Detective Pikachu trailer that dropped a few days ago. So beforehand, hearing about this project, I was kind of skeptical because, why would you start off like a Pokemon film universe with Detective Pikachu? Like, I don't really think a lot of people have so much admiration for it. And then kind of the idea of a talking Pikachu also just kind of throws me off. And the trailer came out, and I liked it a lot. It was surprisingly really well done. I liked the way the film looked. I thought the cinematography was really well done. Mm-hmm. I was especially taken aback by the creature designs. I was really nervous about that. Like, how are they going to integrate that into like a live action thing? Right. But it looks really good, and looks like I like the vibe of the world. And I also liked the direction that they took with talking Pikachu, like how the main character is the only person who can understand him, and I like that.
The scene where they show that off is very cute.
It is.
Like the part where Pikachu goes up to the random people and he's like, Pika Pika! I'm like, oh my god, this is so cute!
The first time I saw Pikachu, I did one of those Home Alone moments where I covered my face like this because I'm like, it's so adorable.
He's very cute.
I love it. I love how furry he looks.
The character design is great, and I think
awesome.
The special effects look awesome on this.
Yeah, that movie, just based on the Pikachu design alone, is going to make at least $100 million. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. And besides that, the only thing I did not like is the voice acting choice of Ryan Reynolds. I like Ryan Reynolds a lot. I think he's maybe one of my favorite actors working today, but you have to admit, when he plays a character, he's playing Ryan Reynolds, and it's very clearly himself. And when he opened his mouth, and I just it wasn't like me hearing Pikachu talk. It was, oh look, it's Ryan Reynolds playing
his voice
Pikachu.
Just coming out
that
of
kind
Pikachu.
of.
It's very weird. And
I don't know.
I don't like it either.
At first, they had Danny DeVito being it, and I think in the game,
that would have been worse.
I think it would have been funny though.
It would have been. I think it would be hysterical.
With Ryan Reynolds' voice coming out of Pikachu, I'm like, eh. But I feel like if it was Danny DeVito, I could have
just imagine an old grizzled voice coming out of little Pikachu.
I feel like I could appreciate it a little bit.
They could have done some funny stuff with that, but
I'm very excited actually for this because I've loved Pokemon since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, I hate the new stuff, the original stuff in the early 2000s. Bomb.
Right.
But I mean, I was so obsessed that I had 10 different keychains that were Pokemon balls, and you open them up and it's a different character.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's
awesome.
So cute.
They were awesome.
Yeah, my brother used to watch Pokemon every day before school, and of course I was the older brother, and I was like, everything you do is lame, and I hate it. But every time I'd be like, oh, what's Team Rocket doing now? So I played the games too as a kid, and watching this just gave me a lot of really awesome nostalgia, and I hope this movie kind of opens up, there'll probably be a whole Pokemon cinematic universe. They're gonna have spin-off stuff. I hope they delve in more to kind of the Ash Ketchum Pokemon trainer sort of storyline.
Yeah, I like Justice Smith a lot. I'm really excited to see him doing more stuff because I loved him in the Get Down. But
not Jurassic World.
I didn't see Jurassic World, so I can't even weigh in on that because I own it, but I've never watched it, which is just pride. But I'm excited to see him in it. But I was surprised. I was like, "Where is Ash?" But I don't know anything about Detective Pikachu, so I'm just
Yeah, I've never played the game, so I'm not connected to the story at all.
Yeah,
but
not either.
I'm interested in seeing it.
It definitely makes me feel a little bit more hyped for it. It did the two things I think trailers should do. It got me hyped. And it showed me just enough where I'm just I'm interested in the story, and I want to see where it goes.
Right.
So, I was impressed by it.
Yeah, I was definitely impressed by it. I think like you said, the character design is so great.
Yes.
When I saw Charizard, I was like, oh my god, he's so cute.
Oh yeah.
And
they had Psyduck on the psyduck on the screen, and Psyduck is just my favorite.
I think Jigglypuff is so cute.
It's awesome.
I think people were like, why is Jigglypuff furry? But if Jigglypuff weren't furry, it'd just be a little skin monster.
Can you imagine just
that makes so much sense.
Could you imagine like Jigglypuff just like CGI'd as just like a giant skin blob just walking around? Like, no, that
That's
does not
horrifying.
work.
And then his little swirl.
Yeah.
Like, what would that be if he wasn't
know.
furry? It would just be a skin swirl.
It would give me nightmares.
That's horrifying. I'm glad they made him furry. He's he's little. He's so cute.
So good, yeah. I want like every single toy that they come out with. I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'll take that one, and ooh, that one looks good too. And
I was never super big into Pokemon. Like I was. Oh my goodness!
Look at him.
that. But I was. Oh my God! It's so.
It's
cute.
adorable.
It's like giant eyes and
I
like
love
it's
it.
his
Love
little
it.
smile. Oh my gosh, he's very adorable. But
I will say like one thing. Mr. Mime looks creepy.
I.
There was like that whole part of the trailer where like they're trying to interview him.
Oh,
Look at
that?
him.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's kind of
yeah.
like the skin texture that like imagine like Jigglypuff looking like that. That's scary.
No.
We're looking at like a side-by-side comparison of like Mr. Mime and like Pikachu, and like one half is just like so adorable, and I could look at it all day. And
That
like,
looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's
if I
character.
if I
That's
saw that in my
horrifying.
closet at night, I'd be like, I'm out.
That's
gotta
what I
go.
see when I have sleep paralysis. It's, but yeah, I wasn't ever super big into Pokemon. Like I watched it every once in a while, but it wasn't like my thing or whatever.
Right.
But I think I'm sort of excited for this, and it might get me more into like sort of the world and stuff of Pokemon.
Right.
Were you into it when you were younger?
Oh yeah, I was that kid who knew exactly what night the new episodes came on, and
yeah.
I would sit down and watch them with my mom every single time.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Anything else about Detective Pikachu?
I really hope Eevee's in it. Eevee was always my favorite.
There was also something in the trailer that they kind of hinted at like very quickly about like, well, it's not in the trailer, I think it's in the poster where they kind of hint at Mewtwo. So I'd like to see a live action Mewtwo at some point because that like first Pokemon movie was like my favorite movie as a kid.
What's
Oh, yeah.
the Snorlax?
Yes!
I want to see Snorlax.
Snorlax is awesome. Yep.
Snorlax is thick fat ability, thick fat. I love Snorlax. He's so cute.
That's amazing.
Oh my God, look at this. It's a giant Snorlax beanbag. Oh my God.
My
Put
friend Tom-
Snorlax and Detective Pikachu.
My
People.
friend Thomas just got a onesie that's Snorlax.
That's
awesome.
incredible.
It's awesome.
So cute. Okay, all the Pokemans.
Pokemon.
The Pokemans. they are very cute.
Oh, well, I'm looking at the poster and there's a sleeping Snorlax in the background.
Is that a big furry one?
It's too far away to tell, but it's definitely there. So
Oh my gosh! Hello, little
Your dream will come
Snorlax.
true.
I'm so excited now.
We'll see
Listen,
thick,
I'll
fat
suffer through the
Pokemon.
very goofy Ryan Reynolds voice because the movie looks adorable. It looks
Yep.
so much fun. I think, even though that's not something I love now, maybe it'll grow on me.
Right.
Maybe it'll be better once I see the whole movie.
That's what I
but
think. And
I'm
like
definitely
yeah,
excited.
The more I watched the trailer, the more I was just like, I have to get used to Ryan Reynolds anyway. And I'm like, I'll go with it.
Yeah, I feel
So.
that. I just think Ryan Reynolds is too.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
He'll make it funny though.
Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
How many references do you think he's gonna put in Deadpool 3?
Jesus. Oh God.
Like eventually he's gonna be in a scene. He's just gonna be like,
Look at
Deadpool
my face.
Pikachu.
Do I want that? No. I don't want that.
No, we don't.
It's just gonna be like a little embarrassing. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
just a little cringe.
Not like Green Lantern embarrassing. But
no,
like,
but just like,
yeah.
dude, you don't have to make references to everything you've been in Deadpool. Like, it's fine. You can move on. You can do one thing at once. Like, it's fine, sis. Like, come on.
Here at The Real Deal, we don't hate on Ryan Reynolds. We just like him
Critique
in
him.
moderation.
Yes.
I love Ryan Reynolds. I would marry him. Just saying.
Oh, I'm telling Rob. Okay. So I guess we're going to move on to our next topic, which we're going to throw it on over to Devin.
Okay. So I'm really excited for the Dumbo movie that's supposed to come out next March. So it's director Tim Burton is doing it.
Oh,
so
I
I
didn't
feel
know
like
that.
it's gonna be really good because I mean he's got some great stuff and it's not his first time working with Disney. I mean it's been a really long time since he's worked with straight up like Disney movies.
Right.
But I think it'll be pretty good. Though I don't really know any of the star leads except Michael Keaton.
Who?
It's Michael
But-
Keaton. There's Colin Farrell too.
And
That's
Ava
what I-
Green. What
Yeah.
was the other one? I don't
She
know Ava
was-
Green or Colin Farrell, but Michael Keaton's good.
Danny
so.
DeVito's in that too. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, and-
he
and-
is
He
in
plays
it.
Pikachu.
Ava Green was in this one show that I watched for like, I didn't know she was in The Dreamers. Oh, I love that movie.
I looked her up.
It's
but
like
I
this
didn't know
French
any of her stuff.
movie. She was in, what show was that? I'm suddenly forgetting.
She looks so familiar right now.
I think it was the show on Netflix. Maybe, unless
Penny
I'm,
Dreadful?
No.
No.
I'm thinking of someone else. Never mind.
Okay.
No, I think she was in. Yeah, she was in Penny Dreadful.
Okay.
I was thinking of what's that one show called? Hemlock Grove. That's not her. It's just someone who looks vaguely like her.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. Anyway, more about Dumbo.
Right.
This is, I mean, it's not the first time Michael Keaton's worked with Disney. He did several Toy Story things where he's like the voice of Ken, and then he
Really?
Yeah.
he's
didn't know
he's
that.
the voice of Chick in Cars.
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
So-
Forgot about that.
Yeah, so it's not his first time working with Disney, and then Beetlejuice, he was in that too.
Yep.
Right.
So I'm pretty excited for this one. It's not the first time for Colin Farrell either. He did Saving Mr. Banks a couple years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
I never saw that one though.
I didn't
so-
see it.
That
either.
was a really good one.
Was
yeah.
it?
Mm-hmm. I recommend it.
Oh, he went to Kent State. Michael Keaton.
Nice.
But for the movie, I teared up a little for the trailer.
Really?
So I was like, ooh, this is gonna be good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I mean, it's just Tim Burton. He's gonna do great. So
I remember the first time I watched Dumbo,
yeah,
like their original Dumbo, and I like cried.
That's like one of the saddest moments where like he gets snatched away
Oh my
from
god!
his mother.
And then like the design, like the animation, it's so cute, and I'm like, oh my god, I
Yeah.
feel so bad
That-
for this little cute elephant.
That new trailer, like the first one, the teaser trailer where they kind of showed Dumbo a little bit, I was like, okay. And then
Does
this
Dumbo
one,
not
Yes.
speak?
no, he makes like really cute like elephant
He
noises.
makes
It's
so
adorable.
adorable. It's so
awesome.
cute. I'm so ready for this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
I s-
gonna be that 22-year-old in the theater alone, and I don't even care.
Look at how cute Dumbo is.
Yeah, I
Big
was.
floppy.
I'm really impressed with the CGI work for Dumbo too. He looks adorable. He looks amazing.
absolutely adorable.
And yeah,
His little
Oh
blue
my
eyes
gosh.
and everything.
I
Just
watched-
so
Look at this
cute.
boy.
Yeah, I
Boys.
watched the trailer right before I got here, and yeah, it's a really good trailer. They played that really one sweet song. I forget the name of it, but
Oh, they're trying to pull at your
It's-
heartstrings.
it-
Oh,
yeah,
they
it
were.
definitely
They
pulled.
hardcore were, but like even just the storyline, it's not completely the original, but that's.
No.
I mean, it's okay. They do that with every.
That's what they've been
time
doing
they do
recently.
a live action from
Yeah.
a Disney film. Like Beauty and the Beast, they changed a lot, and I was kind of upset for a
How-
while.
how do
but
we
then I was
feel
okay with it.
about the live action Disney remakes.
I
feel like they're a
Mixed.
little useless.
mixed feelings because like if you're gonna do a movie and it's gonna be like a shot-for-shot remake, I don't think there's any use for it. And like the other story they added to Belle and her mother in Beauty and the Beast just did not work for me at all.
Really?
I don't think
I
Emma
loved
Watson.
that they did that because I always wondered as a kid what happened to her mom. Like Belle's my favorite
Right.
she was
Disney
my favorite,
princess. So like, cause like I could relate a lot. Like I'm a nerd. I loved reading when I was a kid.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
certainly
that
why
kind of
I
thing.
liked her
So
a lot.
I was like, I like her a lot. And then you know I have a really strong relationship with my dad. So like I understood that part of it, and
Right.
I was like, she's the one. Like I really heard most. And I was her for like 3 or 4 years in a row for Halloween. But when they like threw that in, I was like, oh no, oh my God, here we go, and I just lost it in the theater.
I was really excited for the live action Beauty and the Beast because
Yeah.
I love Beauty and the Beast. Like it's my favorite Disney movie. Like
I'd say
Yes.
it's like top 3.
like one of my
Definitely.
friends went to Disney World and she was meeting Gaston and I was like, can you record a video of Gaston talking to me, please? Like that's all I want. And she did, and it was so amazing. But I didn't like Emma Watson as
No.
Belle.
Yeah, I think they could have
her
chose
voice,
someone.
her voice was too flat. She can't sing
Yeah,
that
she
well.
can't.
I was impressed by her singing actually, because
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be that good. But like, I also was like, they could have chosen someone completely different
Who can actually
who
sing.
can actually
Right.
sing those high notes and stuff. But I
Yeah.
mean,
It was so
it's
weird, like
whatever.
listening to the live action songs, and then she'd sing it, and it'd be like a whole entire octave lower. And instead of being like really dramatic, it was just like,
Oh, and I'm like, okay, sis. I'm like, yes.
you're like, okay, all right.
Yes,
Bring
find
on-
that note.
Bring on more candles and stuff. That's what I like. But this one, I forget a lot of the cartoon Dumbo's plot.
I
So
I do too. I don't remember a whole lot of
I
it.
think It was just the idea of him being born and him just being like weird because he had floppy ears and could like use them to soar like a flying squirrel does.
Isn't that so cute?
They
Like-
focused more on him in the cartoon, right? And this
Yeah,
one they're kind
and
of
this
taking it more
one-
like a human aspect, like with
They
the
are.
kids
They're,
and Colin
they're
Farrell.
using it through the kids and like the dad that runs the circus and stuff.
Right.
And I'm not sure how I feel about that, but like I can't help not going to see it because I've seen every live action Disney film that they've made from the classics so far. So
Right.
it's like I can't skip this one.
Right.
Plus he's super cute.
Right.
It's very cute.
But I'm more excited for the Lion King one though. Even though I'm talking about like shot for shot remakes.
It looks, no, we haven't even gotten anything from it, but it just.
You can already tell it's gonna be
It's
Yeah.
gonna be
incredible.
great.
They've
First
got-
of all, John Oliver playing Zazu.
That's awesome.
That's it. That's all.
That's all
I'm
you
sold.
need to hear.
I'm sold. And Beyonce, she's in it.
Beyonce,
She's-
Donald Glover. Didn't they bring back
really
James Earl Jones to do Mufasa again? I think he's
think so.
voicing him again. That's awesome. Like,
I
there's
have
no
to
one
look
else
that
I
up.
could think I could picture doing that voice but him.
Oh yeah, his voice is like. It comes out next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, we're supposed to get a trailer for that soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yep, James Earl
Yeah.
Jones is Mufasa.
Billy Eichner and Seth
2019 's gonna be a
Rogen
good
as
year.
Oh
Timon
my
and
God,
Pumbaa
that's
is
perfect. The
amazing.
cast for this is incredible.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, Dumbo's
Keegan
like,
Michael
we'll see
Key
it, but like
is one of the.
Lion King is one of the hyenas.
Yeah.
Lion King was always my favorite. And you know, if they start from the beginning and you see Mufasa die, it's just gonna be the end. You're just gonna be like, nope,
No,
gotta
that's
walk
it.
out.
I'm so excited. This, I don't know, talking about this just got me excited for it. I'm like, Lion King!
They apparently like they revealed the opening Circle of Life footage at like some Disney expos, and
Was it
apparently, like,
D23?
yeah, and the crowd apparently like lost it.
Oh,
So
I'm excited.
Disney.
Yeah.
Disney, sometimes I'm like, Disney, you corporate machine.
And other times
then
I'm
they're
just
like,
like-
Circle of Life. And I'm like, I know!
Although, what I'm mad about this one and what they're doing with Mulan is they're taking some songs out and replacing them. Like,
Mulan.
we're not getting Be
no.
Prepared.
What they're doing,
They're writing a new one for Scar.
Be Prepared
That's
is
like my
so
favorite
good.
song from The Lion King.
It's so, well,
What?
as
They're
long as we
taking it
get,
out?
listen, as long as we get, I just can't wait to be king, then I'm okay.
Yep.
But Be Prepared is one of my favorites, so.
Yeah. They apparently like they're writing new stuff
I
for it.
feel
I
very
don't like
weird about the
that.
Mulan thing. Because they've cut a lot of stuff.
It's pretty much a completely different movie.
Yeah, I heard people were theorizing. I don't know how true this is, but people were theorizing on like Twitter or whatever that the reason that they're doing this is because different people were working at Disney at that time when they did the original Mulan. And so now this one is different because they still have, I don't know how true it is or if that even makes sense, but
When was Mulan made?
when did
1998.
It came out in 98,
Okay,
so
I was
probably
a year old.
20 years ago.
so probably mid 90s. I don't know how long it takes to make animated films.
yeah, like
A few years.
they've gotten rid of pretty much all characters except Mulan.
So is it going to be more based off the real life Mulan versus the cartoon Mulan?
I mean, they're still having witch stuff in it.
Oh.
Like they're introducing like witches and magical stuff is what I'm seeing
There was
right
no
now.
magical stuff in Mulan. What are they talking
Yeah,
about?
there's-
confused.
There's no
Disney.
Mushu, there's no songs.
which is
Oh,
fried
forget
because
that.
Mushu almost made Mulan. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to like. Mushu was the best part of Mulan,
He is.
but you're gonna say that.
but he's great. But he's like a great character because Mulan, she's iconic. But I do feel
That one I'll skip.
I do feel weirdly about that.
Yeah, that one I'll skip.
Yeah.
Definitely
I
gonna
mean, I want to see the trailer first
Yeah.
because they've got some people in the cast that like I recognize. Like Jet Li is coming back to acting
Oh.
to do this, but yeah, until I see that trailer, like Mulan's probably like the least excited one I
Yeah.
want to see next.
Yeah, I agree. And I was sort of excited when it got announced.
Yeah.
And now they were like, but we're not gonna have this.
We're gonna
and
take
not
out your
have this,
favorite parts of Mulan.
and we're not gonna have this either. And then we're also not
just
gonna have
throw 'em in
this.
the trash. Yeah.
And they're like, okay. Okay, Disney, you will still get my money in some way.
Somehow.
I didn't want to do it, but I think I'm gonna sign up for the Disney streaming service. Maybe.
Yep.
'Cause
I will too.
They have a lot of things that I'm interested in.
Like the all the Marvel shows that they're doing and
All the Star Wars
store,
stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Disney.
just stop taking my money.
Please.
I need to save money.
Please.
But then
And
it's just like,
in the Disney stores, they have like these anniversary dolls, and they're like $100 each, but they are beautiful. And I'm like, I went to the Disney store one day. It might have been before. It was on my birthday. They had just released the Snow White doll, and it sold out in like hours.
Huh.
And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh,
Like-
I honestly did not like Snow White as a kid.
Yeah,
I
wasn't
was not a
super big
fan.
into it.
I thought she was too like, help me. I'm desperate. Help me. And I was like, I don't like you.
Mood. I wish I could find pictures of them.
yeah, I can't find it either.
But
oh my gosh, those are cool.
they were. I
That
can't
sounds
find the
super
actual pictures. Oh wait, the designer collection. Here it is. But they were absolutely gorgeous. Disney. This has just turned into a Disney segment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the Mulan, the Snow White one,
It looks nothing
Oh,
like
that's
Snow
awesome.
White.
and
But it's
then
cool.
look
There's
at the Belle
Belle
one.
I
Sold
like
out.
that.
Sold out. Sold out.
They're all sold
Sold
out.
out.
All of them.
It all looks absolutely gorgeous.
That's cool that they're doing that.
Yeah, it looks really nice, but everything's sold out.
I have a very quick question that I was just thinking about. If you could take one of like your favorite Disney cartoons and make it into a live action movie, which one would you do?
I haven't
know.
seen it, but I would like to see them go back to the Black Cauldron. I know a
That
little
would be
bit about it,
amazing.
and when it came out, people were like, "This is scary," but I would like to see them
Do
dabble
scary
into that.
Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you watched Defunctland on YouTube.
Nope.
But he talked about they had a ride that was, or not a ride, but it was sort of like one of the walkthrough attractions at Disney World Tokyo. And it was like Cinderella's Magical Castle Mystery Tour or something like that. And it sort of starts out, oh, we're going to take you on a tour of like Cinderella's castle. And then like all of the evil villains like take it over, and
Oh,
like the
man.
villains of like the villain of the Black Cauldron shows up, and he's like evil, and he's like, your bones, and like really creepy and stuff. And so I would like to see them,
Do something edgier?
yeah, put their hands back in the Black Cauldron.
That'd be cool.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I had to think this one out for a second, but I think I'd go with Oliver and Company.
I love
Oh,
Oliver
is that
and
the one about the
Company.
cats?
The cat.
Yes.
Oh
It would
my
be
God.
so cute.
It would be very
They can do
cute.
that really well.
Yeah, I'd also wait, hold on. I need to check myself before I wreck myself. Hold on. You keep talking.
My choice would probably be Hercules.
Ooh,
I love
That would
that
be
might be my
good.
favorite Disney
Who
movie.
would play Hercules?
I don't know. I've thought about that for a longer than average time than most people, but I honestly I don't know.
have
I don't
no
know who
idea
could,
either.
you know, pull off like the physique and then like also. Well, he doesn't sing. Oh yes, he does sing. Duh.
Yeah.
I've
Go
only
the
s-
distance.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, such a good
That
movie.
would
The
be
Sword and the
hard to
Stone.
find someone
I know
for.
my sister really liked The Sword and the Stone when she was younger.
Oh, that is a good
That'd
one.
be a cool
I've
one.
seen
So
that one.
I would just like to see them give attention to the movies that they didn't give a lot of attention to back in the day. Like they were like, okay, release
Like ones
it.
that like deserve like more, you know, publicity
Yeah.
nowadays. I guess.
Yeah, even I don't know what they would do with
I think
Fantasia,
Oliver
because
and Company
Fantasia
is
was
one of those.
crazy. But if they could do something else with Fantasia, that'd be cool. We've just gone on this crazy Disney tangent.
know.
I'm okay with this. I love Disney. I actually, we have one of those Disney Scene It games at home, and I beat
So
my
Yes.
family every single
Like
time.
we
Always
would
had it.
play it all the time, like and it would be the same questions over and over
Yeah.
again after some point.
Like, look
but
how
I'd be
smart
like,
I am.
I'd be like, I know this one.
I've never missed a Disney trivia question.
Oh my god, seriously.
It was weird because like we had like a Disney one and like half the questions were about High School Musical, and I was like, there are better Disney movies than that.
Okay,
Like,
I-
Way better.
no hate to High School Musical.
I do
but-
love High School Musical. Yeah,
It's-
look
it's
at
pretty
this.
good.
This is the pictures from the Cinderella Castle Mystery Tour.
Oh my God.
Look at this. That looks horrifying.
I'd go see it like do that right now.
But they closed it,
I know.
and I'm sad about it.
I like it to bring it back. That'd be.
They closed it. Apparently, it was because of like structural issues. That's a theory that's going around. But now
That's-
it's like it's a Cinderella castle tour, but it's just like
We don't want to scar your
Cinderella's
children.
castle. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, Japan.
That would be I don't think that would ever even get like made. Like it would never get to
I
the
don't think
the
it would
design
happen here in the
process.
States.
No, not at all.
Just because the states, I almost said Indiana, but sort of American children culture,
Absolutely.
parents are very protective
Too
of their tiny
protective.
kids.
Too
So
protective.
I don't think Disney would want to risk.
The Fox and the
Scare-
Hound.
Oh,
Yes.
that
Yeah,
would
there we
be
go.
a really
that's,
good live
That's
action.
the official answer.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Fox
I
and the Hound.
love that one.
That one made me cry as a kid.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, every time you watch it.
It's so good. Oh my gosh. I think I've only seen it once because the first time I saw it, I was like, I can't watch this again.
No.
I can't watch this
It's-
again.
It's grueling.
It's so
That-
sad.
The one that I watched once could never do again was Bambi.
Oh, I loved
Ooh.
Bambi.
couldn't.
They'll probably end up doing that.
Oh my god,
honestly.
it's gonna be so cute.
Well, they're doing Dumbo, so I
Right,
could see
so
them doing
Bambi's probably
Bambi or
next.
Fox and the
Thumper,
Hound or
I
something.
thought Thumper was just the cutest thing
Yeah.
in the world. Like I was like, I love this so much. Oh, Thumper.
Bambi
that-
like scarred me as a kid. Like I literally hate anybody who hunts now because of it.
Oh my god.
It'll start because all of a sudden there's just like him running in the woods going like, Mom? And it's just like,
Yes.
stop.
Look at how
It's
cute
like, no,
Thumper
why'd
is.
you do that?
I like very.
Imagine that live action.
I just like tiny furry creatures.
Yes.
Is what we've learned today.
We need a Detective Thumper movie. That's what we
Detective
need.
Thumper. He'd be so cute.
Voiced by like Sylvester Stallone or something.
Oh god.
That'd be too
Nope.
far.
Look at his little face. Oh.
He's so
Okay.
angry.
Okay. Enough about Disney.
That could be like an entire like 3-hour
Yes,
podcast.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
A Disney special. Enough about Disney. We're going to move on to our last topic
A very
of
similar
the
subject.
day, which is not similar to our first topics at all. But we're going to talk about Sharp Objects, which is one of my favorite shows of the year. I talked about it on like the Real Deal, like the official Real Deal show on our very first episode. But and I was going to talk about it in the podcast that week, but then I was like, oh, it would be too redundant. So now it's time. It's time for me to talk about Sharp Objects. Have either of you seen Sharp Objects?
No, I don't
Nope.
know
my
what that is.
my mom watched it
Mhm.
and
Did you like it?
we have very different tastes.
Okay.
And so she was like, this is just super depressing and
It
I don't
is.
like it. And I
it's
was like,
it's very depressing.
Right.
It's a really good show though. Amy Adams is in it. I absolutely
she is
adore
like great in
Amy
every single thing
Adams
that she's
is
in.
like-
She is.
Emmy Adams. Run Amy Adams her Emmy next year because she's amazing. The show is amazing, and it's based on a book written by Gillian Flynn. And
Yes.
for those who don't know, she wrote Gone Girl, and she wrote Widows, which just came out this weekend. So, Mom, I know you're watching. Watch the trailer, because I'm sure you'll be interested in it, and we can go see it together or something. It looks like an action movie, probably. I don't know. Anyway, it's about this woman, and she's a journalist. And in the book, she's a journalist in Chicago, but in the show, it's just St. Louis. And she goes back to her town of Wind Gap in Missouri to investigate and cover a story because one girl has been found, she's like 14 or something, she's been found dead.
Oh.
And then another girl who's about the same age has gone missing. And so she's sort of trying to figure out what's going on, like her editor wants her to cover this story because it's in her hometown, but then she also sort of has to deal with like her family life. And her family her mother especially, she's crazy.
Okay.
She is like, I don't know if you've seen the 2002 remake of Carrie, which is a very niche.
Wait, is that the one with Chloe Grace Moretz?
No, that's the 2013 remake of Carrie.
There was a Carrie remake before that?
Yes.
What?
And it was like made for TV.
Okay.
I can't pick out anybody notable who was in it other than Patricia Clarkson, who was the mom in Sharp Objects.
Oh my
She's
God,
a great
her.
actress.
I love her. Okay.
She's a great actress, and she plays Camille, Amy Adams' mom, and she freaks me out. In anything she does, like she's just really great at playing bad moms, apparently, because like every scene that she's in with Amy Adams, it's like, Oh
like
my God.
makes your skin crawl.
Yes, like
Ooh.
there's a scene, they sort of have like this tension throughout the whole thing, and if anybody has like issues with watching things that involve like self-harm, maybe this is not the show for you, because that's sort of her, Amy Adams, Camille's thing. She has like words like sort of written all over her skin, like
Oh.
it's really crazy, or just
Is that why the title is Sharp Objects?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now it connects.
yeah, and so she sort of has a relationship with this cop, this detective who's come into town to sort of investigate what's going on too. And there's a scene before that where her mother is interacting with this cop guy, and she's like, "Oh, thank you for not telling him. Like, thank you for not telling him about the scars and all that stuff." And she's like, she goes, "Oh, he'll find out either way." And Amy Adams is like, "Well, it only happens when I get close to people. I'm not going to get close to him." And her mother is sort of like, "Oh, that's just like your father, and that's why I never loved you." And Amy Adams is like, "Okay."
Wow.
"Thanks, Mom," and then leaves. And that scene is
Okay.
like, I remember watching it and being like, is she for real? Like,
She
it
just
is-
casually dropped that into conversation.
Yeah, and that's how she is the entire season. And just, oh my God, she just irked my soul. And I wish, I know neither of you have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get too much into spoilers just because there are people who haven't seen it who
Right.
might be watching. But the ending, Celia, I know she's in there. She's probably listening. Celia, that ending. What did you think?
What did I think about what?
The ending. When Camille is looking in the dollhouse.
Oh, they need to do a sequel. They need to do a sequel for sure.
Oh
For
my gosh.
sharesies, yeah.
Okay.
Is this a show or a movie?
It's a show.
Okay, where can you find it?
It came on
HBO,
HBO, so
yeah.
if you have HBO Go or anything like that. But I'm not promoting it.
Reddit.
You could also read the book. But also, I'm not promoting it, but you could probably find it online somewhere. I'm not promoting illegal activity.
But we totally are.
I totally recommend it. I feel like if Sharp Objects doesn't sweep at the Emmys, I'm
But
good.
is it better than Hill House, though?
I haven't seen it,
Man.
but I haven't seen
okay.
it. But I'm gonna say yes.
All right. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wow. All right.
It's really great. Jean-Marc Vallée.
That's the guy who did Dallas Buyers Club, right? Yeah. Okay.
I believe so. Yeah,
and
he's the one who
what's
did.
the other HBO show he did?
Um,
Big Little Lies, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I almost said 6 Feet Under, which is a completely different guy and a completely different show.
Oh, The Frenchman, yes.
Yes, and so like he did the music, I think, for it too.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, Sharp Objects.
He did do Big Little Lies, okay.
Yeah, and Dallas
That was
Buyers
an awesome
Club.
show.
Sharp oh my gosh, the actress who plays Amy Adams' younger sister, she's like our age. She's like 19, 20, and she was phenomenal. I was very surprised by her. I was like, oh, this cute girl, whatever.
And then
She just blew me away. She was so good. Like,
I've seen some spoiler-free reactions everywhere, and like that's like it's like Amy Adams and her are like the standouts. Like she's like the really surprised like breakout of the show.
She's great.
That's cool. Okay.
Have you seen Gone Girl?
No.
Oh God.
Gone Girl is like one of my favorite books, and it's also like one
the
of
movie's so
the
good.
greatest movies in
I
recent
watch
memory.
the movie
Yep.
all the time. My bio
So good.
on my letterboxd is I watch Gone Girl 3 times a
Really?
week. Yeah, I watch Gone Girl 3 times a week.
That was one of those movies where I read the book and I would like. This was in middle school when the movie came out, and I would take my book to class and just read it out in the open and just not really pay attention in class and just read it constantly and be like, what's gonna happen next? And
It's
then
so great.
when the movie came out, I couldn't go see it, and then my mom decided that she was going to go see it without reading the book, and I was without me, and I was so distraught for the longest time until I like searched
would've
for it
been
myself with
heartbroken.
again, not promoting it, illegal websites to find it, and yeah, it was awesome. Yeah,
It's like, for some reason, I can't remember the first time I watched it. I just sort of remember the feeling.
the feeling, absolutely.
I was like, oh,
That's when you
my
know a movie's
God.
good. Yeah.
Like, first of all, Tyler Perry is very good in this movie.
He was like the most surprising thing, because like all I'd known him from was like the Medea,
movies. And even
Yeah.
then, I'm not the biggest fan of the Medea stuff, but the plays, like people would watch the plays like at family events or whatever.
Right.
And I really enjoyed the plays, but the movies aren't that great in my opinion. But he
was
was great
awesome
in this
in that
movie.
movie.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
The scene at the very end where where
know exactly where
Ben
you're going,
Affleck
yep.
is talking to him, he's like, "You gotta help me, like she's crazy," and he's like, "You people are crazy," and he leaves. It's so funny. He's great.
Yeah, that whole movie for me is it's awesome, just from beginning to end.
So I'm definitely excited for Gillian Flynn to release more books.
Absolutely.
I haven't read. Have you read?
Is it Dark Places?
Yes, Dark
I
Places.
watched it and I read it.
Did you like the movie? I heard the movie wasn't that great.
It was pretty. It was like entertaining. It was pretty okay,
Mm-hmm.
but like I definitely thought it could have been better. It wasn't. It was like definitely a step down from Gone Girl.
I feel like anything's.
But what you're saying is that if I watch Sharp Objects, then I'll just be like, it's up there.
Sharp Objects is
Okay.
Sharp. Celia can back me up on this. Sharp Objects is amazing, right, Celia? Thank you.
Cool.
It's great. I wish we could talk about the ending a little bit more.
I'm gonna definitely
But
have to check this out.
You have to,
because
and then you have to get back to me.
We'll have,
you have to get back to
we'll
me.
have like a Sharp Object like podcast special where that's all we talk about.
Right before the Emmys next year, and then all of my.
It's an Emmy podcast, but all we talk about is the
It's
show.
Sharp Objects. All of my my predictions. Sharp Objects. Amy Adams.
Right.
I'm getting Amy Adams tattooed on my forehead.
Same.
Okay, that's it this week for the Real Deal podcast. I normally finish it off with a question, but I feel like
We kind of strayed and answered a lot of questions.
especially in that Disney segment. So we will be back, not next week, because next week is Thanksgiving break, but the week after that, we will see you guys in 2 weeks. So that's it from me. I'm Tiara Spells.
Devin?
Matthew Simmons.
So, yeah, goodbye.
Deuces.